Can someone trick Allah without breaking the rule? A long time ago, an entire community believed they had found a way. But Allah sees not only actions, He sees what is in the hearts. There was a small town by the sea. The people of that town were fishermen, and the ocean was their only source of food and income. Out of His mercy, Allah had filled the sea with plenty of fish so they could feed their families and survive. Fishing was their daily work and the way they lived. And Allah gave them one simple command. One day every week they had to stop working and dedicate that day to worshipping Him. On that day they were not allowed to fish at all. It was meant to be a day away from worldly work and focused on Allah. Then something unusual began to happen. Every week on the very day they were forbidden to fish, the sea became full of fish. The fish came so close to the shore that catching them would have been easy. But on all the other days when fishing was allowed, there were hardly any fish to be found. It was not random. Allah was testing their obedience. Would they trust His command or follow their desire? At first, they remained patient. They watched the fish come and forced themselves to walk away. But as the weeks passed, the test became harder. They were hungry. They were worried about their families, and the fish were right there in front of them. Slowly, patience began to weaken and temptation began to grow. Eventually, some of them came up with what they thought was a clever solution. They said, "We will not fish on the sacred day itself, we will only prepare before it." So on the day before, they placed nets and traps in the water. On the forbidden day, the fish swam into those traps on their own. Then the following day, they returned and collected the catch. And they comforted themselves by saying, "We did not fish on the holy day." Outwardly, it looked like they were obeying the rule, but in reality, they had violated its purpose. They followed the letter of the command while ignoring its spirit. They believed they had found a loophole. But nothing can be hidden from Allah. He knows what people do and why they do it. Later, a severe punishment came upon that town, and their story became a lesson for future generations. Because true obedience is not about technical compliance. It is about sincerity of the heart. Think about today. Many people bend rules to make life easier. Interest is called fees. Deception is called strategy. Haram is called just business. But changing the name does not change the truth. Allah still sees everything, what you do and what's in your heart. May Allah guide us to obey Him sincerely and protect our hearts from cheating and bending the truth. Amin.